Shalom Yashrala Yahawahsha, Brother Malak. Back with a lesson, something quick in the spirit. This one is going to be Yahawahsha Hamashiach. Yahawahsha Hamashiach. He saves, he is salvation. And more so, this is a cut to you Old Testament only Israelites. You Old Testament only Israelites. Here's a cut with the greatest sword, the Bible, the scrolls. Isaiah chapter 53. Isaiah chapter 53, verse 1 on down. This is for you Old Testament only Israelites. Straight cut. I'm cutting you old Israelites or Old Testament only Israelites with the Old Testament. What is the irony in that? And not only I, but other apostles, other brothers, other scholars of the house of Israel, of the house of Judah, has also brought out these plethora of scrolls, of scriptures, of prophecies. But that is irony, though. That is true irony. And what is that irony? The irony is that you Old Testament only Israelites are getting cut by an Old Testament prophecy. And the irony. Isaiah chapter 53, it says, "Who have believed our report? And to whom is the arm of Yahweh revealed? For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. He have no form, no comeliness. And when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him." And that's speaking of him being like, I guess, extra wealthy, rich, celebrity, or, worldly tangibles, I gather. Even though those things that I mentioned, is nothing wrong with those things, but Yahawahsha didn't come like that. He came humble, regular, because that's how you really see who really loves you, who really kicks it with you. Remember, everybody loves a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Everybody loves a winner, but you really see who love you when you down and out, when you on your knuckles, when you going through the motions, when you in the trenches. That's how you can see who really loves you, who's really there, who really kicks it with you. Prophet Isaiah chapter 53, verse 2 again. Chapter 53 of Isaiah, verse 2 on down again. It says, "For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. He have no form, no comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him. He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief, and we hid as it were our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he have borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of Yahweh, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way. And Yahweh, Bahashem Yahawahsha, Yahweh have laid on him the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before her shears is dumb. So he opened not his mouth. He was taken from prison and from judgment, and who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgression of my people was he stricken, beaten, crucified, and he made his grave. And notice Isaiah said, my people. There's always some possessive talk when it comes down to this, who he died for, my people, salvation, etc., etc. But I digress. It says, and he made his grave with the wicked and with the rich in his death, because he had done no violence, neither was any deceit in his mouth. Yet it pleased Yahweh to bruise him, to crucify him. He had put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, iniquity, he shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of Yahweh shall prosper in his hand. Yeah, man. All hail the great one, man. All hail the greatest one. You know, behind Yahweh, the Father. But Yahawahsha is that man, man. Yahawahsha is that deal. Yahawahsha is top shotter, done dollar. Top shotter, done data. Yahawahsha is top shotter, done data. Creme de la creme. Yahawahsha HaMashiach. Top shotter, done data, creme de la creme. Yahawahsha HaMashiach. And the thing is, man, he's coming back. He's coming back for the second coming. He's coming back to gather his election, to gather his elect. And he's going to destroy Babylon. We just got to stay focused, man. Stay focused. And basically do what he said do, man. Matthew chapter 24, verse 24. It says, for there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, and so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. But they're not going to deceive us, man. They can't deceive us. They can't deceive us because we have the spiritual eyesight. We have the holy, which they call the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, the spiritual eyesight. We can't be deceived. Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. It says, and except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Matthew chapter 24, verse 31. Precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little, there a little. Matthew chapter 24, verse 31. And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect, his election, from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. But just to bring it back, Yahawahsha, man, he's prophesied all through the Bible. He's talked about all through the Bible. He makes cameos all through the Bible. He is the Word made flesh. Yahawahsha HaMashiach is the Word made flesh. He comes in the volume. He comes in the volume of the book. It is of me. I come in the volume of the book. It is of me, the words made flesh. HaMashiach Yahawahsha, who you people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. HaMashiach Yahawahsha. And guess what? He was a black man. Y'all remember that little Edomite over there in it gets me every time. I can't even lie. It's so funny. It's sad, but it's funny. When her when her mama asked her, they're both Edomites, but she ended up asking her daughter who ate up all of the chocolates or some goodies or something she had, some Swiss rolls or whatever. And she lied and said it was a black man. The black man did it. So I always say that because it's funny. It's just funny how we get the most hate. We get the most hate throughout the whole earth. But everybody wants to be us though. Everybody wants to be the black man. Everybody envies and hates the black man. But they want to be the black man. They want to be a black man. They want to swag like the black man. They want to talk like the black man. They want to walk like the black man. They want to do everything like the black man. Or the so-called black man. And the so-called brown man. You're the Israelites, man. We are the Israelites. We are the Hebrew Israelites. And like I said, he was a black man, Hamashiach, Yahawahsha. And he's coming to redeem and restore the Israelites and all of the tribes. And he's coming to lay down the law, lay down judgment upon these demonic nations, these heathens. And he's coming to destroy Babylon. You know what? The Spirit say bring it out, I'll bring it out. Spirit say bring it out, I'll bring it out. Let's get back into Isaiah, man. Isaiah chapter 63. The subheading says the day of vengeance. The subheading, the topic, says the day of vengeance. Prophet Isaiah chapter 63 verse 1 on down, it says, who is this that comes from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to say, wherefore art thou red in thy apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have trodden the winepress alone, and none of the people there, and Salach, it says, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments. And I will stain all my raiment, for the day of vengeance is in my heart, my spirit, and the year of my redeemed is come. His redeemed, who is the redeemed or the redeemable, are the Israelites, but more particularly, more specifically, the elect, the election. That is the redeemed. It says, and I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore my own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me. It says, and I would tread down the people in my anger, and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth. The day of vengeance. With that, I'm going to say, Kal Halam La Yahawah, Bahashem Yahawahsha, Bahashem Rakat Kadash.